I, Zrentar of the Arcturian hegemony, 6th-rank council member of the Galactic Confederation, watched with undisguised satisfaction as the human ambassador was dragged before us. My 6 eyes blinked in sequential order, a sign of anticipation among my kind. The guards forced Ambassador Morgan Freeman to his knees, those pathetic biped legs buckling easily under pressure. "Ambassador Freeman of Earth," I announced, my voice echoing through the Grand Chamber. "You stand accused of espionage against the Council and unauthorized technological advancements. How do you plead?" The human looked up, his dark eyes reflecting the harsh lights of our chamber. Quite dramatic, really. These humans and their expressions. This is absurd. Earth has complied with every regulation. We've been transparent about our single exploration vessel. We seek peaceful integration, not conflict. I couldn't help but chuckle, the sound rippling through my breathing chambers. One ship. One. And you expect us to believe that's all you've built? Your species crawled out of primordial soup barely a blink ago. Council member Vrock leaned toward me. They truly did only register one vessel in our records. Because they're primitive fools, I whispered back, not bothering to lower my voice enough that the human couldn't hear. Or exceptional liars. Freeman straightened his posture. If the Council has evidence of additional Earth vessels, present it now. Otherwise, these charges are baseless. The Council needs no evidence, I sneered. We are the law. The vote was quick, unanimous except for that soft-hearted Trasvon who always abstained from execution orders. No matter. 73-0 with one abstention was decisive enough. Ambassador Morgan Freeman of Earth, the Council sentences you to immediate molecular dissolution. Your remains will be returned to your government as a reminder of the consequences of deception. The human's face contorted. Please, reconsider. This action will have grave silence. I slammed my appendage against the council table. You came here with one ship, thinking we would see you as equals? The arrogance of your species knows no bounds. As the guards activated the dissolution chamber, Freeman shouted his final words, "I am transmitting now, Earth Command." Annihilation Protocol. The blue light engulfed him mid-sentence. How satisfying. Let this be a lesson to all emerging species, I announced to the Council. We will not tolerate deception or unchecked ambition. The chamber erupted in approving clicks and hums. I settled back in my seat, savoring the moment. Another potential threat eliminated with nothing more than a wave of my primary limb. My personal communication device buzzed urgently against my thorax. How annoying. I glanced down at the message and felt my circulatory fluids run cold. Emergency alert, multiple unidentified vessels appearing throughout Confederation space. Thousands detected. Origin, Sol System. Wait. What? #only one ship. Galactic Council executes human envoy, Earth declares Annihilation Protocol #Part 2. The response I, Admiral Trasvon, military advisor to the Galactic Confederation, am recording this as a formal testament to our colossal stupidity. 3 standard rotations ago, I warned the Council about humans. They show too much restraint, I said. No species advances from combustion engines to fusion drives in 2 centuries, then suddenly stops innovating. Something is wrong. They laughed. Zrentar called me paranoid. Now? No one is laughing. The emergency alarms have been blaring for 6 consecutive hours. The main chamber, once a model of pompous decorum, has devolved into chaos. Council members shriek accusations at each other while frantically calling their homeworlds. 5,000 human vessels have decloaked near Proxima Centauri, screams Representative Maklar. They were there all along. 17 battlecruisers just appeared in orbit around Tau Ceti Prime. The Arcturus defense grid has been completely bypassed. Human ships are everywhere. I approach the central podium, where Zrentar is attempting to maintain order. We need to coordinate our defense fleets immediately, I say, projecting my voice above the din. If we concentrate our forces at strategic, silence, Admiral. Zrentar snaps. This is clearly a bluff. Humans cannot possibly have. The main communication screen flickers to life, interrupting his denial. Every diplomatic channel, every emergency frequency, even our private council comms, all display the exact same message: you had your chance. Simple. Direct. Terrifying. The humans were never defenseless, I tell the stunned council. They've been watching us, studying us. That single registered ship was bait, and we took it. We've revealed ourselves as the aggressors. Impossible. Zrentar protests. Our sensors would have detected, your sensors detected exactly what humans wanted them to detect, I cut in. While you were mocking their primitive technology, they were mapping our weaknesses. The strategic display updates with horrifying rapidity. Key defensive installations throughout Confederate space report system failures. Military vessels lose power. Communication relays fall silent. How are they doing this? Someone wails. I laugh bitterly. They've probably had operatives throughout our territory for decades. We never bothered to look because we were too busy feeling superior. The floor shudders beneath us. The council chamber's transparent dome offers a perfect view as hundreds of sleek, black vessels materialize in formation above our capital world. Admiral, a junior officer whispers, terror cracking her voice. Our planetary shields just went offline. I stare upward at the human armada, their weapons primed and ready. So much for one pathetic ship, I mutter, #only one ship? Galactic Council executes human envoy, Earth declares Annihilation Protocol ## Part 3, The Reckoning. My name is Pelnak. 3 days ago, I was a mid-level document processor for the Galactic Confederation. Today, I'm recording what might be the final moments of our government. Commander Vivian Blackstone sits across the negotiation table from what remains of our council. Her uniform is crisp black with silver trim, simple, elegant, terrifying. Unlike our leaders, who fidget and sweat profusely, she hasn't moved a muscle in 20 minutes. You murdered our ambassador, she states flatly. A man who came to you in peace. Zrentar, once so proud, now grovels shamelessly. A terrible misunderstanding. We offer 50 star systems as reparation. Uninhabited, resource-rich worlds. Blackstone's laugh is like ice cracking. 50 systems? You're offering us what we already control? Fascinating. The council chamber's walls suddenly flicker. The ornate murals depicting Confederation glory dissolve, revealing hidden display screens. Every screen shows different Confederation secrets, defense codes, classified research, private communications. We've had access to everything for decades, Blackstone explains, as if discussing the weather. Your security was, frankly, adorable. I feel sick. As a documentation specialist, I've processed thousands of confidential files, never imagining human eyes were watching. Impossible, wheezes Council Elder Drav. Your systems were designed by Torvac Industries, Blackstone interrupts. Whose founder, coincidentally, was human. Surprised? You shouldn't be. We've integrated operatives throughout your society for generations. The implications hit me like a gravitational hammer. Those occasional system glitches? Those missing reports? The strange maintenance crews who kept to themselves? But your single ship. I blurt out before catching myself. Blackstone turns to me, her gaze surprisingly gentle. Ah, the bureaucrat speaks. Yes, our single ship. A rather brilliant bit of misdirection, wouldn't you say? Show them your weakness, watch how they respond. Ambassador Freeman volunteered knowing he might be sacrificed to reveal your true nature. The Council tries one last gambit. Name your terms for peace. Peace? Blackstone tilts her head slightly. Peace was always available. All we wanted was to be left alone. Now we're taking control. Her hand waves casually, and every council member's personal device chimes simultaneously. I've just sent you the surrender documents. Sign them, or don't. The outcome remains the same. Within minutes, the Galactic Confederation, a government spanning 12,000 years and over 700 worlds, officially ceases to exist. Commander Blackstone stands. The new galactic order begins now. Try not to mess it up for us. We'd hate to get cranky again. #only one ship? Galactic Council executes human envoy, Earth declares Annihilation Protocol #Part 4, the aftermath personal log of Jaxora, former senior scribe of the Confederation Council, now documentation specialist for Earth Governance Initiative, Galactic Division. 1 standard year since Transition Day. I never expected to be employed after the human takeover. Frankly, I never expected to be alive. Yet here I sit, in an office nicer than my previous one, documenting the most extraordinary governmental transformation in galactic history. The humans continue to surprise us all. When they dismantled the Confederation, we expected crushing taxation, resource seizure, perhaps even planetary depopulations. What we got instead was efficiency, justice, stability. Your previous government had 17,000 subsections of law regarding interplanetary trade, my human supervisor explained on my first day. We've reduced it to 73. You're welcome. Where the Council demanded bribes, humans demand transparency. Where the old regime played favorites, humans enforce equality. The most corrupt officials were removed, some quite spectacularly, while the competent ones remained. Yesterday, I attended the dedication of the Freeman Memorial on what was once the Council execution grounds. The statue depicts Ambassador Morgan Freeman with his hand outstretched in peace, not defiance. The plaque reads simply, "He came in friendship. He died in service. He changed the galaxy." During the ceremony, I overheard 2 human officials discussing something remarkable. "We could have taken control 30 Earth years ago," one said. "The infiltration was already complete." Freeman argued against it, replied the other. "He believed in earning our place, not taking it. Until we gave him no choice." I've since confirmed this astonishing truth. The humans had the capability to conquer us decades ago, but chose peaceful integration instead. It was our Council's paranoia and arrogance that triggered the very outcome they feared most. Today, the newly ratified Galactic Charter introduced something called the Freeman Doctrine. Its premise is elegantly simple: peaceful cooperation between all species is mandatory, while aggression of any kind triggers immediate and overwhelming response. Think of it as enforced enlightenment, Commander Blackstone told me when I interviewed her. Be adults, or we'll treat you like children. Your choice. Former council members Rentar, now working as a sanitation coordinator on a mining colony, recently sent me a message: "We feared humans would destroy our civilization. We never considered they might fix it." As I complete this log entry, watching ships from 100 worlds peacefully dock at our once exclusive spaceport, I realize the truth. The humans never wanted to conquer the galaxy. They wanted to save it from itself. And perhaps, despite our best efforts to deserve extinction, they have.